We wanted to follow up on a story we gave you a couple of weeks ago when the Stanley Cup was stolen from the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. Well, fear not, hockey fans. The 1971 Stanley Cup champions will be able to celebrate with the legendary trophy again this spring. The gang that stole the Stanley Cup on December 5th surrendered it this week back to police after trying to use professional hockey's major trophy as ransom to free a jailed hold-up suspect. The gang, probably named the gang that couldn't shoot straight, gave up after the police laughed off their attempts to make a deal. Besides, the gang had learned that the cup they swiped on the Hockey Hall of Fame Canadian National Exhibition grounds is only an expensive replica, even though the NHL champs drink champagne from it every season. The real Stanley Cup, as we mentioned before, is hidden in a bank vault, which is possibly in Toronto. Well, now it's in 2020. We know it's at the new Hockey Hall of Fame down near the waterfront in Toronto, and you can see it there if you happen to make a trip. So back to 1970, for 2 weeks, a woman has been dickering by telephone with Toronto Police Detective Sergeant Wally Harkness. He's the head of the Metro Police Complaints Bureau. She warned that men in the gang would toss the cup into Lake Ontario unless their pal was released from jail on what Harkness described as a very serious robbery charge. Harkness said the woman told him the men were afraid he would recognize their voices, and that's why they weren't negotiating, and they basically tasked her with carrying out the talks with the police. Well, after laughing off the goofy offer that had been made to him, nothing happened for a couple days. When the next morning or a couple mornings later, Harkness went outside to see why his dog was barking and found the Stanley Cup in the driveway of his home on East York's Prestige Avenue. Right there with the Stanley Cup in the driveway for all to see were the Conn Smythe Trophy for the outstanding performance in the playoffs and the Bill Masterson Trophy, which is awarded by sports writers to a player who they believe puts above and beyond to the game. They were stolen at the same time as the cup. The sterling silver Stanley Cup is a replica of the original trophy presented in 1893 by Lord Stanley of Preston. He was Canada's 6th Governor General, and it's used in presentations and dressing room champagne parties because the real one is just too fragile for the rough handling that the cup gets these days. The Stanley Cup had been stolen once before, and that was in April of 1969, and at that time it was recovered by Detective Harold Lambert after a telephone tip. Last January, someone stole 3 of its engraved plates from the Hockey Hall of Fame. These are the plates that go around the bottom of the cup that bear all the names of the teams that have won that storied trophy. Detective Harkness said that the Stanley Cup, the Masterton and the Smythe trophies were all in pretty good shape, but the Masterton trophy had sustained a little bit of damage, but they felt that could be fixed up pretty quickly. So fear not, hockey fans, the Stanley Cup is back where it belongs, at least is where it's being stored. The fans in Toronto believes it belongs somewhere in Maple Leaf Gardens. We don't see that happening anytime very soon.